Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Steve here. Today I'd like to talk to you about my offhand position. What I do when I approach the firing line for offhand, my opinion about offhand. The first thing I'd like to say is my rifle has been made safe. I have removed the bolt carrier. It's right here. I have a dry fire device that I install for my training sessions, and I have absolutely no live ammunition around me in my cart. It's in my house behind 2 or 3 different walls I have to go through to get to it, so I don't think any bad things are going to happen. I have a target 75 feet, what I call downrange, in my backyard. There's no one outside, so that's going to be what I consider downrange, and that's where I can point the rifle safely. When you're in training, always make sure you're pointing your rifle in a safe direction and keep your fingers straight and off the trigger until you're ready to actually fire the rifle. In this particular case, it's dry fire. But I do the same thing in dry fire training as I would do if I was on the line at Camp Perry, Talladega, or a local match. So what I see a lot of people do when they get to the firing line, they're not ready to go whatsoever. They're fumbling with their jacket. What you see here, my jacket is cinched up. When I get to the firing line, in the 2-minute prep, I will cinch it tight in the position I want it to be in. I search the firing point for a nice footing that I want to have. Then I'll bring my cart to me. My ammunition's ready to go. My data book's tied to my table. I'm not loading magazines in rapid fire, for example, when I should be in prep. So I get the full advantage of the 3-minute prep that we're given. Okay. So that being said, I'm going to go over my position now and why I use the position that I do. When I grab the rifle, and this is the dry fire device I put in, okay, and my safety is engaged. Disengaged, it's engaged. I mount the rifle with the web of my hand pretty high on the grip. My middle finger goes above the nib. My ring finger and little finger go below. My trigger finger, as you can see, is straight. It's off the trigger. It's alongside the lower receiver. Now I split my index finger and middle finger, and I grab each side of the magazine well with it. I make a slight little fist. It's just for stability. I don't put a lot of tension in it because that's when the rifle starts to shake. Okay. I look the buttstock into my shoulder. At this point, I pull both my shoulders back. It gets me in line with the target. Then I look down. I get in a nice position for my head where I'm not stretching, relaxed. Get good side alignment through the reticle. Reset, safety engaged. That's my basic position. There's really nothing to it. NPA, side alignment, breathing, trigger control. I take several breaths, settle the rifle out. Okay. For me, I find if I start to have a lot of what I call noise, vibration, or shaking in my position, it means that I'm not in proper position. My NPA is off. Every time I mount this rifle, it can be off. That's why I look it into my shoulder. Okay. Get that same position all the time. My shoulders are back. Safety's off. Pull the trigger. Okay. Now you can see I wasn't there that long. The faster you can get on your target in that 10 ring and break that shot, the easier it's going to be for you to be more consistent, in my opinion. The longer you stay there, the more noise you're going to introduce in your shot. In my case, start to hurt. My forearm will start to hurt. Mine happens to weigh 18 pounds, and it does start to take a toll on you. So the faster you can break that shot, the clearer your sight picture is, you have more oxygen in your body, and you break it, you move on to your next shot. Okay. So that being said, that's my basic position. There are several other hand positions you can use. It's totally up to you. I found that this particular one works the best for me, and the reason behind that is very simple. When my arm is down here, I'll open my hand to show for the demonstration. This is a solid platform. It's not really moving in any kind of way, and I don't have to use muscle to to hold it up where it'll bounce, okay? And by holding my hand like this and splitting my middle finger and my index finger, it gives me a little more elevation on the rifle. So I found this position works the best for me. Offhand to me is probably the most important position out there. I've heard people say, you know, if I don't shoot too good in offhand, I'll make it up in the back end. Well, you just can't make up a point that, you know, if you shoot a 89 or a 99 or whatever it is, that 1 point off of 100 or that 10 points off of 100 or 5 points, whatever it may be, can't be made up. So the better you can come out of standing, in my opinion, the easier the rest of the course of fire is going to be, because you're going to be very relaxed moving back. I put a lot of emphasis on offhand. I train just about every single day, 2 to 3 times a day. So that's how I approach offhand. I'll go over my position one more time. You can see it, and that's it. That's all there is to it. So I hope you found this video useful. I look forward to your comments. Anything especially can help me, I look forward to hearing about. Remember to keep your rifle always pointed in a safe direction. Keep your finger off the trigger. And in my particular case, I keep that safety engaged till I'm ready to shoot. I hope you have a great day. I hope to see you on the range, and thanks for tuning in.